Hi everyone, today we are going to be asking Marcos about all the AI tools he's using in his work, so you can learn all the tips and all the best tools that you can use for exact purpose. So, hi Marcos.
Hi, I'm ready. Let's fire away, and hopefully you guys will get good value out of the tools that we use to run million-dollar businesses here with AI.
All right, so the first question is going to be, what do you use to get a strategy for the content strategy for the website?
Okay, so content strategy for the website is going to be a mix of tools. I'm going to want to have some kind of keyword tool if I'm doing SEO. So I would use maybe the free Ahrefs tool or the paid Ahrefs tool or SEMrush or something like that. Also, you could use like sitemaps and things like that to see what competitors are doing. And then you can go through and ask AI, ChatGPT, Claude is very good, or even DeepSeek. DeepSeek, what I learned yesterday about DeepSeek is that it allows you to get stuff that's not on the web. So it's not like going out there fetching info from the web. It's actually thinking on its own. So like it's trained and now it's thinking, which means it's going to give you a different overview of what content would look like. So if we say, let's do content for the best types of wood to build a house. All right, it's going to go through and it's going to say, oh, you need lumber for the roof, you need plywood for the stairs, you need this for that. So it'll give you a good overview.
Yeah, I feel like this is what makes DeepSeek more creative in comparison to others.
Yes. Yeah, DeepSeek for creativity, 100%. And it's free. So, I mean, you can't beat that price.
Right.
ChatGPT is good for like long, drawn out, like, you know, best wood for this, best wood for that, best wood for this, best wood for that. Whereas DeepSeek will give you that more human strategy.
All right, the next one is what are you using for web search and report building? For example, you're studying a new topic.
So web search, I'm going to go Perplexity. Perplexity is fantastic for search. It's also limited. So like it is a search engine. I see that like Perplexity will be the one to take on Google, in my opinion. Don't think ChatGPT is there yet. Now for deep search, like if I'm going to do like, I need to know about this topic, I need to learn, I'm going to use Gemini with deep research. This one is a game changer because what it's going to do is it's going to give you a bunch of data. So it'll go in some cases and look at like 350 different websites. But the downside is you need to know exactly what to tell it because it goes 360 websites in the wrong direction. Now you just wasted your time.
Yes,
So,
that sounds true.
Yeah, maybe use Perplexity to start. Tell Perplexity, hey, make this into a prompt that I can give deep research, and then have deep research do it for you.
Okay, nice. So the next question is simple web tools and pages.
Developing.
Yes.
So if I want to develop web tools, if it's simple, I'm going to go ChatGPT with Canvas. If it's more than one page or one type of thing, like, okay, ChatGPT with Canvas, yes, I can make something that will take all the commas out of text. I can make a tool. We just made one today. It was simple.
It's like with one function, right?
One function, maybe 2 to 3 files max. Like I can do a simple WordPress plugin in ChatGPT with Canvas. Whereas if I want to make a full website with multiple function tools, I'm going to go to something like Bolt.
Okay, that's nice. The next one is video generation.
Video generation, up until now, I've been using Sora. Sora is good for one-off clips. A lot of people are going to tell you use InVideo. Those people were surprisingly paid by InVideo. Is it okay? I think it's okay. If I had $1,000 to drop on a tool, I don't think I'm going to go InVideo.
Wait, isn't video the one that does like 1 minute video?
Remember the video we did in the forest with the creepy one?
Oh yeah, like a story video.
And in my opinion, I mean, you tell me what you think, that was unusable.
Exactly, like I didn't see the point. Especially like we mostly need like a shorter pieces of video.
Yeah.
Rather than the story, the text, and the
It's trying to do too much.
subtitles. Yeah, there's a
like
lot of
it's trying
going
to do
on.
everything.
It messes up something you've done.
Yeah, exactly. And I think Sora's good. Now, Google just came out with a video generator, and it's pretty amazing. It's complicated. It does take a little bit to learn around it, But that's good. I'm going to say the best video you're going to get is using AI to come up with the topic. So use your ChatGPT, use your Gemini, use your DeepSeek. Come up with the topic, come up with a script layout. If I was doing it, record your own voice. Why? You get past all the monetization issues on a bunch of places. It's more normal, more human.
I also feel like even if you record your voice, but you want to make it unrecognizable, it's easier to change your voice when it's already recorded rather than generated from scratch.
Agreed. I did a video a couple years ago, which got popular with the PayPal Honey app scandal. And in that video, I wanted it to sound like a news report. So I did an English, like London accent. And then I slowed it down. Nobody to this day knew it was me.
Nice.
And it was perfect, right? So you can slow down, speed up, whatever with your voice. And in all honesty, nobody cares that it's your voice. Like a lot of people don't know this. I hate the way.
Yeah, but some people feel uncomfortable having their voice somewhere there, you know, especially like with the scums and everything.
Understood. Yes. If that is your fear, then definitely don't do this. But in today's day and age, I mean, our voices are everywhere.
Yeah, it's probably already stolen. Sorry, guys.
Probably. And you know, for me, it's like doesn't really matter for me. So I would take that with a grain of salt. But I'm going to make the voice probably on my own or 11 Labs. 11 Labs is the best voice generator out there. Also, Notebook LM. You can create a dialogue audio. This is
yes, the podcast one.
It's something like I watch. There's a channel doing this right now. They use Notebook LM to get custom content. We're not talking, oh, hey, go out there and talk about the news. No, talk about something specific that nobody's comparing. Make it specific. Like go out there and say, can I compare 2008 Florida housing prices to today? How do they respond with what's going on in the political climate? That's content nobody else is going to get. You're going to have in your Notebook LM. Then you generate the dialogue with the two people. Now go back and add screenshots and clips and videos from Sora and things like that, and you're going to get a much better product.
Okay, next thing then, I know that you use image to create a video, and you say it's working better. So what do you use for image generation?
Image generation, I do like ChatGPT. It does a fantastic job of making images with now text on it.
Yes, and then now the text is clean on them instead of what we had before.
Yeah, which is like all weird text. So that is a good one. Also looking at, what's the one? Leonardo.
Yeah.
Leonardo makes some beautiful images. I mean, you can't top Leonardo for that. Gemini has some decent ones. I mean, they're all pretty good. It comes down to which one understands you best.
Yes, I feel like Gemini, you go to Gemini if you need something like photorealistic of existing concept.
Yeah.
Whereas ChatGPT can create everything. What about Leonardo? Can it create new concepts?
Yes. Okay. With text, it struggles. So like infographics and stuff like that. Which,
like logo with the text.
Logo with text, yeah.
ChatGPT will do this, but Leonardo will
not. Leonardo's more for like actual images or interesting things. And then you can also run Leonardo or ChatGPT images in Sora and get a little video clip from that image. And it is now consistent. So you're getting consistent as long as it's in the same thread. If I come back tomorrow and I'm like blue-eyed, blue-haired girl, it's going to be different from day to day. But if you keep it in the same thread or give it that image and say, let's continue, then you can be more consistent.
Okay, since we're talking about the video, what about like audio editing? Do you use anything else?
Yes, I do. Podcastle. Podcastle is fantastic for audio editing. It cleans it up. Like I've sat here and done videos, and I've had the microphone on the desk on, and it sounds like I'm like 5 yards away in a tin room, and it's terrible. And I run it through Podcastle, and nobody knows. They think it's this microphone crystal clear.
Yeah, I also use this one, but I also found out that when you use this magic brush on the voice, it kind of sounds a little bit AI-ish at the end.
Yeah.
But if your noise is not too bad, I use noise reduction one because it doesn't change your voice that much at least.
That's a good tip because all I use is magic. I just click the magic button every time.
All right. Then as for the video, where would you go to create thumbnail or parts of thumbnail?
So the thumbnail, I am going to use Leonardo or ChatGPT, and I'm going to get a no text version first. So like the thumbnail I made yesterday had a little bit of text, but it was okay. And what I asked it was a contrast. So this was a contrast thumbnail of this bad, this good. And it was show how selling ebooks doesn't make money, no bad. And if you say like the no bad, not making money, cobwebs, it'll show like, oh man, here's this guy depressed, not making money. And then, oh, this one, vibrant, great, making money. You're gonna have to splice and edit. I have never made a thumbnail in ChatGPT, uploaded it, and boom, I'm ready.
Nice.
It's always had to have some editing, some text, some afterthought. And this is because, a lot of people expect AI to do everything for them. That's why they're struggling. Like if AI could make you money, then, Tesla would come out with money throwing bots.
Yeah, I feel like there is still this learning curve, and for each AI tool it's different. For example, when I fix stuff with Claude, it makes me really think like a developer. He's like, here, replace this function in your file with this function. I'm like, I'm gonna search for this function now.
Yeah. And it is, when I look at what you've learned with AI, which is pretty impressive, like you got in, you learned it, it's you. It's not the AI. Like you can give the same tools that you have and the same learning you have to someone else, and they won't pick it up because they're not getting, it's not about the AI, it's about knowing how to use the AI.
Yeah, that's why you can check our video tutorials on the iProfit School membership area, where I do like step by step with each tool. I think that helps a lot. All right, the next one is the blog post, to make most original, no plagiarism blog post.
Most original, no plagiarism blog post is going to be ChatGPT * custom. So a lot of people are like, oh, hey, let me go ChatGPT write an article on trees. That's going to be filled with plagiarism because there's nothing unique. We need to find that unique thing because one, you can make AI content till your heart's content, and it's pretty much AI spam. That's what it is. Unless you have something unique that you're adding, right? Like tree cutting for this local area with cherry trees or whatever. Or how to make content for this specific purpose. We have to have that extra, what are we adding? And this is something that a lot of people miss when gurus talk about value. What does it mean to add value? And if you ask the average person, they have no idea. But what does it mean? It means something else based on what they want, going a step further. So if I'm making an article, how does it pertain to this? Like, okay, the best pillows for pregnant women, right? You look at that and you're like, okay, what would that look like? Well, first, why is a pregnant woman pillow different than regular? Okay, let's define that first. And I'm going through AI and I'm having a conversation first about what's the difference here? Why would they have it? Because I've never been pregnant, so I've never had that issue. So I got to figure that out. And then I'm going to go through and I'm going to listen to what the AI says, and I'm looking for things as a marketer and a content creator. What can I change? Oh, pregnant women who have trouble sleeping, pregnant women who sleep in the day and not at the night, back sleeper, side sleeper, whatever, all this stuff.
Yeah, I feel you need to dive into the topic. That's how regular writing is supposed to work, but it's just that you make it faster because you can access this information easier.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's still like human decision behind it.
Yeah, and also for people like me who can't write or spell or have punctuation or put coherent words together in any way, shape, or form, it helps because it's helping me come up with that stuff and making a paragraph that makes sense.
Yes, like you have an idea, but frame it into the words so it be clear for others, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's the framer, it's the helper, it's saving a lot of time and doing the research. And that's where it comes in, like, there is no one-size-fits-all AI tool. We have to use them together. I'm going to use, Notebook LM for deep research on things I want. Here's the list of things, go research these. I'm going to use, something like Gemini and deep research to go find things that I want. So there's like different things. Like if I want, hey, what are these gurus saying about making videos and making money? Put those videos in Notebook LM, get a specific on those. Or if I'm looking for what are the top news reports about, ChatGPT and plagiarism or whatever, I'm going to use deep research to go deep on that. Then I'm going to use something to compile that together.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I also know that you are using something to extract video scripts.
Like the text?
Yeah.
So the best tools for that are Gemini. Mm-hmm. If it's like a YouTube, you want to get the notes from a video or something like that. And also Notebook LM. Those are very good for it. Mm-hmm. Also, for extracting the script, I would just look for it online. Obviously, make sure you follow the rules. Obviously, make sure it is available. And you have the rights to use what you're using. Mm-hmm. That is a big gray area now with AI. Did AI get the rights for anything? Pretty much no.
Yes.
So, but then there's the argument of, well, what is the difference between that and if I hired someone to go research stuff online? Mm-hmm. I mean, just because it's a machine, it's going to get interesting. But definitely be careful with those things.
Okay, next one is searching for affiliate offers. If you use any AI tools and just regular services?
Not too much. If there's a weird one that I don't know that I can't find on OfferVault or ClickBank or something like that, I will ask AI just for speed. Mm-hmm. But AI is not going to know what's good and bad. And AI, when it comes to affiliate offers, it's going to find outdated info.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
That's what I've seen too. I was like, you need to double check everything.
Well, and also, a lot of people don't look at the fact that, AI is up to date. It's looking at the web right now. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but some of the stuff was put on the web 30 years ago.
Yes.
So there you go. It's like, hey, we landed on the moon. Oh, thank you, AI. I'm glad you caught up to the 1960s or whatever.
Okay, let's experiment. I don't know if you actually do that, but what would you use to make a short promo post or like advertisement?
For like Facebook or something. Mm-hmm. I am going to use, if I don't know marketing, which I do, but if I didn't, I would use DeepSeek hands down. Mm-hmm. Then I would take DeepSeek and I would run it through ChatGPT and get an info post, like an image. Because surprisingly on Facebook, images of text do fantastically well. Yeah. Like literally you just screenshot the text and there it is, and it does really, really well for whatever reason.
Yeah, ChatGPT can even generate it on the beautiful background with a framing or something.
Yeah, and usually what works is black background, white text.
Interesting.
Yeah, and then like emojis and stuff. But ChatGPT will really do good for that. And what a lot of people don't realize is we can make our content to deliberately promote what we want to promote. Mm-hmm. So we just go out there and boom, there we go.
Yeah, pretty much. All right. Pinterest pin design and ideas.
ChatGPT, 100%. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because that's going to have the text on it, and that's what we want with Pinterest. Again, there will be editing. I'm not going to just download it and throw it on Pinterest. I'm going to put my URL. I'm going to tweak it a little bit, add to it. It's never one and done. I'm never, ChatGPT, make this perfect thing that I can go post. It never works that way.
Okay. Do you use anything to detect old pages? Maybe some of your plugins or other plugins or any other tools?
Like if we have a website and we want to see old pages?
Yeah, 404 pages.
404s. Okay, so if I'm going to detect error pages, there's two ways to do it. You can use Adamus, which is not an AI tool. It's just a free resource online. Or you can use Manus. Now, last week I broke Manus. It kind of got mad at me. And it cost a lot. Like I used up almost $200 worth of credits figuring out that it's not going to do what I want it to do. It got stuck and it started making things up. We have a video coming out about that next week called I Broke Manus. Manus can go and find 404 errors. Is it needed? No, not so much. I think using like Adamus or whatever, just Google like 404 error checker bulk. You want to make sure it's bulk, and then you just throw them in there. That's what I would use.
Okay. I think we've gone through everything so far. The last like tiny question about, you just have a question that you want to ask. What the first AI tool you will open?
First AI tool I'm going to open is ChatGPT.
Got it.
Yep, and I'm going to use 4, not 4.5.
Why?
4.5 is a little bit more detailed. It doesn't do images, and switching back and forth from 4.5 to 4 to get an image it just gets so confused.
Okay, got it. So that was all that we wanted to discuss today. If you have any other suggestions or recommendations of AI tool, you can write them down in the comments. Thank you, Marcus. That was
problem.
really useful.
Absolutely, and check out AIProfitScoop.com. We got all kinds of tools. We have the list that we went through with my answers and all kinds of cool stuff to help you use AI to profit online. Thanks for watching.
There is also this new page where you can share your AI insights, updates, and discuss them together among the members. So yeah, go check it out.
And that's in the members area?
Yes.
Okay, cool. All right, so check it out, and we'll see you next time.
See you.